big fella eats, nowhere to go, when you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. It's a draw. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to beat him to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Scanning the field, it's Sayin, buying some time as he moves left. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense got him at the 27. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to give me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
Wants to go up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Lets it fly. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Going to the running game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll run it again. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 40. He's loose down the middle. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown time.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Under fire. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming, still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give is to Miller. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the second level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And into the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he puts through the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. 3rd in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Creates a little room. There he goes. Powers through. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to...
Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to bring this one out. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's the pressure. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Rides to back and leaves it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Quickly out to the tight end. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. He tries to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Oh, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And it's so underrated.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. From the gun. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Open areas. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down.
Finds a little space. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get outside. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They
going for it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the comeback is on.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this
some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, the running back has it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Putting it on.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Offense in a split backfield. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Makes the grab, it's Peoples. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Trying to get it in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught him in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Smashes ahead. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tate. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Finds the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Touchdown time! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal post, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The hurry-up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down. And he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. The quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Starts to scramble to the left. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He's got it. He gets the two-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. To the air, it's Simpson. Time to take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Right down the boulevard. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive there? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Peoples. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Full wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism, when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's got him this time. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Painter. He wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Looking to get it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Balls and fired complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A
like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Working that left side. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening the Tide with the 1st and 10. Slithers into space. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Quarterback on the keeper. The offense pops it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, this is the point of the game in the fourth quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
Here comes the heat. He'll throw it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage to the line with a first and goal. Gets the back moving. Bounces out, looking for that line. It's Young. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to barrel in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Peoples. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those.
Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the bench.
Alabama.